cover the Bellevue side of this project, I first went out to the old bank, and the guy who now owns the building, who turned it into a gun shop, was able to tell me the history on the building and was kind enough to let me actually walk inside the vault. And these are all the different locks on it. This actually is a signed pendant that says the vault cannot be blown up by dynamite. And this is all of the inspections that were done on the vault, and it dates back to 1930. Next location I went to was the Bellevue Church, and I was not able to go inside, but I was able to see that the building still holds its original stained glass windows, and a lot of the back part is still the original building itself and is still standing. Another thing I noticed going out to Bellevue is that it's surrounded by farmland with a lot of different soybeans, and there's corn, and it just shows that a lot of the crops that are actually there were brought over from different areas in the world, and it's cool to know that our culture has come from all these different areas and lands. For the architecture side of this project, I wasn't able to go into any of the houses in town, obviously, but I was able to find the Dinsmore house, which is actually being shown in tours because they were such a relevant family in the late 1800s and early 1900s. These are cyclopedia books that the children actually used to learn out of. This is actually a dictionary from back then. This is an authentic Holy Bible. In all the kids' rooms, there were quilts on the beds back from the Depression era, and they're actually very colorful and bright to brighten up that such dark era. The family brought over German craftsmen and had them build all their baskets and little any containers that they needed or just anything like that, and you can see that the culture from Germany was all the way brought over to the United States this way. This is the family graveyard. People today are actually still being buried there from the family's descendants. And then lastly, these are very authentic old wallpaper from the 1920s and 1930s. You can just see through all of these photos and videos that this town holds so much history, and that so many of the locals actually continue on this history and love to talk about it and pass it on. And honestly, this town just holds so much culture from the 1900s, and just everything that they do is continued on from the people that came before them.
This is one of the museums that they have at Rabbit Hash, and it displays a lot of cultural things from the area.
This is the Ohio River, also nicknamed the Passes to Freedom. It got this name because slaves would swim through the river and escape to Ohio or Indiana to gain their freedom. Rabbit Hash is also subject to bad flooding. On the old hacienda, there are several markers that show the highest water levels they've experienced. The old hacienda also started on the bottom of the hill Rabbit Hash sits on, but was pushed up due to flooding.
Rabbit Hash was established in 1813, but the general store was built in 1831. In 2016, the Rabbit Hash General Store burnt down, but it was rebuilt because of its historical impact. From all the floods that Rabbit Hash has endured, a lot of records from the city have been washed away. Due to the pure size of the city and it being on the river, as of 2023, Rabbit Hash is only home to 127 people. And from the 2023 census, we know that Rabbit Hash has a majority of 92.1% white and 7.87 mixed people. This right here is a map within the Rabbit Hash General Store where people can put pins on where they're from. Some people are even from outside of the map of the US, and they write where they're from.
These are Chef Hippie's smoked wings, and I'm gonna try them. Well, they're good.
Now he has to try them with the ranch.
10 out of 10.
Try them with the
Not even
ranch.
with ranch.
Why?
I like ranch.
I'll try them with the ranch. They're hot. These are really good. That's good.